I'm Dawn Mead, host of AVNation's AVSocial podcast, and it's time for a Social Quickie with AV Dawn. Hi, I'm Dawn Mead, host of AVNation's AVSocial podcast, and I'm here with another Social Quickie with AV Dawn. This week, presidential candidate Carly Fiorina was in the news when we learned that her team never registered carlyfiorina.org. Instead, that URL was registered by a vocal critic of Fiorina's from her HP days, who filled the site with anti-Carly propaganda. This news story provides an object lesson for all of us, all brands and all companies. Register your digital and social identity as thoroughly as possible to prevent brand jacking. Other examples of brand jacking come to us from the energy sector, where parody Twitter handles at ExxonMobil Corp and at BP Global PR filled the Twitterverse with anti-petroleum and environmental messages for several years. The practice of using another company's name or brand or product intentionally in ads against that company is known as subvertising or subverting advertising, and the practice is not new. In the 1972 presidential election, President Nixon's ads were reimagined with two X's in his name in the style of Exxon's corporate logo, implying that he was a bought and paid for candidate. Today's political candidates and businesses face the same from their competitors. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're just a small integrator who is getting into the social and online game a little late, or if you're a big brand preparing to launch your newest masterpiece at Infocom. It's vital for you to nail down your digital and social ID as early as possible. Register all applicable URLs and social media handles for all networks, even if you think you'll never advertise on them, like on Snapchat or Kik, or whatever the newest trend might be. Just make sure that you claim your name and your digital property while it's still available, or somebody else will claim it and potentially use it for ill purposes. It's easy to avoid this kind of brand jacking with a little proactive effort, and there are websites out there to help you. Sites like Knowem.com and Namecheck.com will search for your brand name throughout the digital realm and see if it is available for registration. Your digital brand and social identity is part of your corporate brand, and it needs to be protected. And if you find out that you've picked a name for your new product or new company that isn't available or that a lot of people are using for other purposes, you may want to consider rebranding that product or your company before you invest too much time and money. It will save you headaches, client confusion, and lost revenue in the long run. An old marketing adage says, brands are what people say about you when you're not in the room. And this is a true fact. If you're not branding yourself in the social media marketing world or protecting the brand through URL and handle registration, you can be assured that others are doing it for you. Whether it's accidental use by a similar name, a planned comparison by a competitor, or an intentional subvertisement by a black hat, someone is always defining who you are, online, in social media, and in the real world. Take charge of that identity and be proactive about registering your handles and your URLs and make it work for you, not against you. P.S. Remember, this rule only applies to handles, usernames, and URLs. Hashtags belong in the wild. Creating and popularizing hashtags is a labor of love, a call to action on an issue, or a means of developing and maintaining an online community of like minds, which is why hashtags are more respected, more authentic, and more real than any cynical marketing plan designed to go viral. Thanks for your time. Be sure to check out AVNation.tv for more social quickies. For full episodes of AVSocial, the podcast on marketing and social media issues in the AV industry, as well as all the other fantastic podcasts and blog content created by AV professionals for AV professionals. Bye-bye.